Saturday, that woman right there will be living her lifelong dream by performing the national anthem before a major professional sporting event. Brought it up on this show, and now it has happened. That's very exciting. Allie will be at the Galaxy game, and even LAFC fans are saying, I will go over to support Allie and support America, even though there is a rivalry between these two local football teams. They do not get along. They hate each other's fan bases, too. It's crazy. But Allie will be there on the field at the Galaxy game singing the national anthem. And there's a preview. Can't wait for the rest of it. Good. It's going to be good. So you get ready and get there if you can. And I can't wait. Imagine that
with all the big surround sound
just
and the
imagine.
echo in the stadium.
You are going to. It's going to be an electric evening enjoyed by everyone.
Do like one of or something like that.
Guys, I need to start making my mark. If I screw one up, I can't be all furry about it.
No. You'll just be known as the lady who includes.
That's great.
Even if I forget the words, that'll be like potentially viral.
Let's see how that would sound, Omar, with the intro, and then get ready to make her sing. Here.
And now to help us honor America, please welcome a woman who claims she's a Walmart 8, but a Whole Foods 2. She once slept with her cousin, but said it wasn't weird because it was a second step cousin. Make some noise for Sally.
Great. I don't even need to go. It's already happened.
It's like I'm there. Here's your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for some ADD news. My therapist says I'm good enough.
Well, it's been a very eventful 2 weeks in the world of politics. No matter who you support, it's wild to know that criminal trials on both sides of the political spectrum have now ended in guilty verdicts. On one side, you've got 34 felonies for Donald Trump, and then on the other side, you've got President Biden's son Hunter, who has been found guilty of 3 felonies. So if we're comparing felonies, there's still a lot more on the Trump side. But what do we do now that 2 soiled political families are currently running for office during an election year?
That's a big game, man.
And how do you incorporate this into your campaign slogans? Somebody has to embrace the criminal history, right?
I would imagine most politicians are crooked. I mean, I don't think, to me, there's nothing new about it. I know the idea is you want to go ahead and assume the person that is representing this country or your beliefs is, has a good moral code. But I would think just the way the politics is set up to succeed in it, you got to be kind of dirty.
Just because of Veep and House of Cards.
You got to play dirty.
And I think that any accusation that's like, this person is crooked and they've given bribes or they've taken bribes, it's probably all happening all the time. If you think about everyone being like, Clinton should be in jail and Biden should be in jail and Trump should be in jail, there's probably way more of them that should all be in jail.
Think about your own group of friends, and if you had to pick someone from the group of friends to be the leader, is it the person that does everything on the up and up, or is the person that knows when to pivot, when to break the rule, when to bend the rules a little bit, when to bribe the guy to get in? It's like there's a whole system to it.
Yeah, but you don't want it to go too far. You want it to have some kind of moral compass.
You'd like to believe, but once again, this is the person that's going to be potentially, this person is running America, and America's not necessarily...
You do whatever it takes, Allie.
You do what it takes. That's right.
Well, it's like the typical 80s hero and villain, right? It's like the hero is trying to make everyone happy and do the right thing, and then the bad guy is willing to punch the little guy in order to win, and who's the better person?
Look, I'm so disenfranchised by the whole thing, and obviously it feels like in a lot of ways it's a lose-lose no matter how you look at it, because, the country is so effing divided and so much hate for both sides that it's like there's just no...
Well, and it's weird now to be like, you're a criminal. No, you're a criminal. And it's
right.
like, but we're both criminals now, so what are we doing here? All right, sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing feels like a very rare thing these days, but... If someone gives you crap about it, you can just say, hey, I'm doing this for my mental health. Because according to a new study, in a culture where we romanticize being busy all the time, having one lazy day a week is what you need to succeed. That's a day where you simply do the bare minimum. You don't worry about being productive. You just allow your brain to catch up. You can scroll on your phone, watch a show, read something, chill out, and it allows your mind and body to gear up for the next productive day.
Who can do that?
I know.
Well, we can't because we got the stupid 5-day work week. But once we do the 4-day work week and that becomes an official thing, that Wednesday, that middle of the week Wednesday that I've been pushing for, that everyone has off, that becomes the perfect unwind, do nothing day.
Yeah, but I think
I thought you were saying that was errand day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to rethink my system.
Well, a lot of people next week will have a Wednesday off.
A lot of people
so
will.
It's like, what are people going to do with that day?
I'm going to Disneyland.
That's
oh,
right.
that's productive.
That is right.
Yep.
Omar is the mayor of Juneteenth. right at Disneyland.
The whole thing.
We don't get us into it now.
Yeah,
it is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
All right, a new thing to be terrified about this summer. If you're planning on having fun at the beach, just make sure you don't get swallowed up by said beach in a random pit of quicksand. This just happened, thankfully, on the East Coast, but
thankfully.
Thankfully, it wasn't local.
What a strange way to deliver that story.
This lady almost died, but she was on the East Coast, so it was okay.
She's not dead, and also, it's not a local beach where you have to worry about this happening to you yet. This woman was walking on the beach doing one of those romantic walks with her husband, and then all of a sudden, she is sunk into the sand, at least sunk up to her hips, and she's screaming and quickly sinking, and the tide is rolling in. They were able to get her out, but they think that the reason this quicksand opened up is because of climate change. So, yeah, it happened on the East Coast, but who knows if this is going to start happening at more beaches where there's just going to be quicksand pits swallowing people up at the beaches.
I wouldn't worry about that. Oh, Allie, I hate to interrupt your news, but we do have breaking ADD news right now. I can't believe it's happening.
Hold on to your Adderall, kids. The lesbian is talking. It's time for ADD Breaking News.
I'm just seeing a report right now that one of the greats, one of the GOATs, Jerry West, is passed.
Oh, that's a bummer.
The logo. I hope that's not true. That's a nice tribute. It's just coming across the news feed as we speak.
I don't know who that is. Who's Jerry West?
Sat next to this guy on a plane one time.
Lakers legend,
Laker legend.
NBA.
Yeah, he's dead. 86. Oh, what a bummer, dude.
Wow.
This guy, as of 6 minutes ago, NBA legend Jerry West, dead at the age of 86.
This one's for you, Jerry.
He would appreciate that.
He would appreciate
I'm sure he would. He is the logo, died peacefully at his home. And I had the privilege one time, Allie, of sitting next to that man in an emergency exit row on an airplane.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in an emergency room.
No,
I was like, oh man.
And we had a 45-minute chat from takeoff to landing.
You did?
Oh, you were that guy.
No,
huh?
I didn't even know who
Bugging Jerry West the
I
entire
didn't, dude.
time.
I didn't know who he was.
Hi, Jerry. I'm Klein.
I let him take.
I'm not going to be one of those people that
Okay.
talks to you all the time. But logo.
I let him take some of my leg space. I said, "Do you need some of my leg space? You have long legs."
Now that's a tribute.
Thank you. I'm sure he would have loved it.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Oh yeah, KROQ. Klein Alley Show. About an hour to go, we will get you into not one but two Imagine Dragons shows. One at the Bowl, one right here at KROQ. And that is coming up shortly. Plus, we got some tickets for you to see the very funny David Cross at Bellwether, September 21st. Those tickets coming up as well. Allie, as you know, on Saturday, we'll be singing the national anthem before the Galaxy game. That is no joke. It's really going to happen. And today is the day we have to submit exactly how she is introduced over the stadium PA system. We've received hundreds, if not thousands, of suggestions from you guys on the text line on Instagram as to exactly what they should say. And I don't know what it will be. It will be a surprise to even Allie when it happens, but it could be this.
And now to honor America, please take off your hats and cover your eyes with those hats. She overcame a Ritz cracker addiction to be here today. Make some noise for Sally.
So that could be how she's introduced to the masses on Saturday. I can't wait to find out if you're there.
That at least I can brag about, overcoming my Ritz addiction.
You're proud about that. We actually thought about doing a real feel-good one where we talk about how you haven't been able to walk or speak up until this point in your life.
Oh,
and just so
yeah.
the crowd is like amazed and blown away when they're like...
Recovered paraplegic Allie Johnson joins,
And then just because we think then you would get...
takes
like,
her first steps.
Yeah, even if you're not great at singing, people will be like, oh my God, she's never spoken before. This is amazing.
Or say that I just retired from something.
She was a teacher for 80 years. Look at her. I mean, I think there's a lot of things we could do. Let's get to it. This is what's going on in the world. There's, no shortage of breaking news today. So let's get to it right now with your ADD news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News Unrelated. Your car warranty may be expired. Press 1 now.
So the big news is that Jerry West has passed away at the age of 86. And if you look at the NBA logo, it is a silhouette of Jerry West. So not only is he a legendary Laker, but he's legendary in the world of the NBA. But the other big story that's been going around this morning is the whole Nathan's hot dog debacle with Joey Chestnut. Another American legend.
God.
He has been banned from the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship for the first time after competing for the last 19 years. This could potentially be the first year he's not participating. And the reason is because of a new endorsement deal he has with a vegan hot dog company. Now, the MLE, which is Major League Eating, which I imagine Joey Chestnut would be on the silhouette if that was a logo.
I mean, he's the only superstar of the sport. It's kind of a shame.
The amount of money that he's probably made them is insane.
He's
So the
a
fact that
legend.
they're
He's
not,
a legend.
but they claim that they've bent over backwards for him, and then they have new rules about whether or not you can work with competing brands, etc. And they said that they were very disappointed to learn that Joey has chosen to represent a rival brand that sells plant-based hot dogs.
It's not a rival
And it says,
brand.
however, it seems that Joey and his managers have prioritized a new partnership with different hot dog brands over our long-term relationship.
You know, we know Joey very well. We go way back with Joey. We threw that guy championship parades before because he never had it. I mean, it was kind of wild to think that all he's accomplished, even though it is competitive eating, it doesn't get the same glory as, NBA basketball. And Joey would always talk about how he really was very, in my opinion, incredibly undercompensated. I think he even put a tweet out where he said that he was only getting paid, I think, $200,000 from Major League Eating, which, they must not generate that much revenue. But he said this vegan hot dog company,
they probably offered him millions.
North, and they're getting all the exposure
And
they can
how
imagine.
can he say no?
Right, and that's the thing. I mean, there's only so much money he's making, and the guy is sacrificing. You talk about these athletes that sacrifice their bodies. I don't think there's an athlete in the world that sacrificed their body more than Joey Chestnut.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, he has whatever eater's version of CTE there is.
Oh, he's definitely got the CTE and all of his.
EAT?
He's got it all.
Yeah.
He's got EAT. He's got it bad. He's got it
He
real
also
bad.
tweeted and he said he was gutted to learn from the media that he's been banned. I just thought that was such a great choice of words, that he's gutted.
Did we?
So we should boycott this thing.
The hot dog championship? Yeah.
It's such an American tradition, though.
He said, to set the record straight, I do not have a contract with MLE or Nathan's, and they are looking to change the rules from past years as it relates to other partners I can work with.
I'm going to see if Joey's answering now. Because usually Joey takes our calls. So we're like, we go way back with Joey. But I know
We
he's...
threw him a hot dog parade.
Multiple. I just said that, Allie.
Oh, I was reading his tweet.
But he's in the middle of it right now. And I don't even know what he can and cannot say.
Sadly, this is the decision of Nathan's and Major League Eating are making, and it will deprive the great fans of the holiday's usual joy and entertainment. To my fans, I love you and appreciate you. Rest assured that you'll see me eat again soon. Stay hungry.
Yeah, I gamble on Joey every year.
And you always win.
Always win.
It's, I think, the one bet that you win every
Remember that
year.
one year Darth Vader attacked him and he choked that guy out in the middle?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, Joey. We'll get Joey on the show.
He doesn't even have a voicemail.
He's a very busy man.
All right, the movie theaters know that it's been a struggle to get you back. Trapping Nicole Kidman in a movie theater hasn't helped anything. So for the second year in a row, AMC is doing their $3 movie ticket summer. And the program starts June 24th and goes through August. But here's the catch. There's actually a few catches. First off, it's $3 plus tax. Who knows how much that could be? It could be potentially another $3. Then you have the fact that it's only at participating locations, so you don't know if it's going to be at all of them or the one nearest you. Then it's only select movies. And
Only if. It's only that dumb movie if. $3 movie, you got to see if.
Which
Again
I don't think
and
people
again.
would see for free at this point.
Nope.
So then you also have the fact that it's select movies, and those movies will only show on Mondays and Wednesdays. Then the deal is also with Universal Animation, so the movies are only those movies. So it's all Despicable Me 2
Great.
and 3,
These movies are
Sing
great.
1 and 2 and 3, Migration. Yeah, but it's just one lane, very specific lane.
Right, but
like,
the
I would love to have a little more
I understand.
variety.
But the headline is $3 movies at AMC during the summer, and everyone gets excited. And then, of course, like anything else, deal seems too good to be true. There's a lot of fine print there.
Yeah, but if they're a movie theater company that's trying to win back their audience, don't you think they would expand this a little bit and make it cooler?
I mean, there's such a markup on the food there that they should really, it's all about just getting the asses in the seats. It's like those comedy shows. They just want to make the money selling the 2-drink, forcing you to get the drinks. I don't know what kind of, I mean, maybe Allie brings her own food to the movies. My parents used to do that growing up.
I haven't done that in years.
It was the worst thing ever. Like, we'd go and I'd be like, oh, can I get some popcorn, Mom? And she's like, don't worry, I brought snacks. And I was like, are you kidding me? This sucks. And it was like a little bag of pretzels, and she'd hand it to me, like, share some with your sister. And everyone else would have like,
share some with your sister.
oh, they were like the war. I was so disappointed about that. But like, if you're doing the movies right, and everyone's going to be, in for a couple, $30 for just even food there.
Totally.
They got to make their money. It's just about getting people to go to the theaters. We got so lazy.
I think sitting there watching a movie with nothing, not even a drink, feels weird, doesn't it?
Whenever I see someone sitting near me that doesn't have anything, I think to myself, that's definitely a pervert, and they're going to start.
They're a pervert or a serial killer.
Right. They're going to start self-pleasuring. That's what I think. Any moment now, it's going to come. All right, well, we got...
What the hell? Is that what you think to yourself?
Well...
Can't you enjoy the movie?
When I see,
damn,
I see a person come in by themselves to the theater and sit anywhere by themselves and does not have a bucket of popcorn on their lap, I think to myself, they are going to start...
Where are they going to put their D?
That's all I start thinking about.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show, less than 10 minutes away from getting you Double the Dragons, Imagine Dragons at the Hollywood Bowl. 4 shows announced. We'll get you into one of those shows and tickets to see them right here at the KROQ Helpful Honda Sound Space. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Hey, Mom, does this look infected? Just move some of the pus out of the way first. You could tell easier that way.
Gross. All right, we live in a cashless world now. Even some of the straggler places that required cash, like valets and street vendors, have now gone cashless. They all take Venmo or Cash App now. So how has it affected the economy? Well, it turns out that going cashless has made the economy more, like, it's made it better, but you more poor, if that makes any sense. Because you spend more when you go cashless. Because you don't have the cash in your hand. When you use the cash, you can literally see it disappearing before your eyes, and then you are quickly able to track how much you're spending.
It's the psychology behind casinos from the very beginning. They were early on this. Give them these fun, colorful clay chips. They don't realize how much they're wasting.
Yeah,
but every
if you're
time you
handing somebody $100 on a table...
Yep.
Then you realize the gravity of what you're doing.
Yeah.
But when it's just cashless or it's a little boop on a screen and you just tappy tap tap and then worry about the actual money later, it's the credit card effect. And of course it works.
Yeah, but even the credit card, anything that involves more effort is one more step that would potentially stop you from buying something you don't necessarily need to buy. But boy, it has gotten too easy. I loved... On those rare occasions where I would leave the house and forget my wallet, I'd be annoyed with myself, but at least I would go, well...
I've got $20.
Or I didn't have anything on me, and I would say...
I guess I can't spend money.
I will make it home, and I didn't need to get that coffee and that sandwich and that slice of pizza and that other thing. But then now, as long as your phone's got any sort of a charge on it, shop away.
I wonder if there's a type of card you can do where you basically give yourself a limit.
Yeah, it's for children. They have something like
a daily limit?
Yeah, if you have self-control. Like, Omar's good with self-control because he's a big fan of, like, don't do that thing, it's either going to be easy now and hard later or hard now and easy later. So his whole thing is like, most things you buy, you don't need to buy, and you'd be better off just, being smart and boring and investing the money and blah, blah, blah. But most people see something on Instagram or see someone eating a sandwich and they're like, need that now. And then we get it.
Yeah, like you buying, what were those dumplings on Instagram that were fake?
The dumplings were the peanut butter and jelly I bought real dumplings. They did release a peanut butter and jelly limited edition that was apparently a April Fool's prank that I fell for.
Right. What about those Oreo cookies with the kids' faces on them?
Oh, yeah. You buy a lot of stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, that I am still feuding with Oreo about. And
then those stupid microphone toys you got us for Christmas, those were also an Instagram.
Yeah.
And that tight-ass Toomey or that jacket you bought on
Wish.
Temu?
That was on Wish.
Wish. Okay.
That was Wish, and it looked better on the model than on me.
Oh, and those joggers that you bought on the show account.
I didn't buy joggers on the show account. I looked at a pair of whatever they were called, Japanese running pants or something. I didn't buy them, though. I didn't buy them because I realized it was the show account.
Instagram loves you.
Listen, they got me in the algorithm as a sucker, and they keep servicing stuff to me, and every time they hit me with something, I don't even want to tell you what I looked at yesterday. Not even going to say it.
What did you look at? Come on, tell me.
Come on. I was real close to buying it, and I said, "What are you doing?" And I stopped, but I'm not doing.
Was it a real item?
It was a real item, I believe, but I don't know 'cause I didn't order it. But
Was it
it
some
was
kind of like cool hack item that you can
No,
buy?
Yeah,
it
for like
was-
barbecuing or something.
Yeah.
Omar's getting close.
A mini barbecue you can
It's-
fit in your pocket.
It's a great idea. I would buy
Why
that.
don't I have this?
Yeah, I should get a mini
Want to
barbecue.
grill a steak on the go?
It was grill related, but I'm not getting into
Grill
it.
related.
I'm not getting into
Come
it.
on.
It just doesn't matter. I didn't buy it, but the point is, they know once you're in the algorithm and they know that you're a sucker. Like
There's
once,
only one algorithm for that.
Yeah, I understand, but once they know this guy buys and this guy's impulsive, they hit you with all the stuff.
Yeah, they just put the weirder and weirder things
and
in
they
front of you.
and they're like, this guy bought that too, really?
Yeah.
What an idiot.
It's like when they do the algorithm, they're like, who do you want to market this to? Click idiots
Right.
in this age group,
Yep.
and you have Kevin
They
Klein.
get me with all of them.
All right, this summer, get yourself a hot rodent boyfriend. That is a guy who is kind of hot, but also kind of looks like a rat and maybe a little bit greasy. Examples are Jeremy Allen White, Maddie Healy, Travis Barker sometimes falls in this category, Adam Driver, Timothy Chalamet.
Is that the new look now?
Even
Rodent?
that guy from Saltburn, yes. Even Glenn Powell, the guy from Hitman, has been mentioned in the many hot rodent summer articles that I have been reading, one of which was written by the New York Times.
Wait a minute. Hot rodent summer is the thing now?
It's a hot
if
rodent
you're
summer.
a man and you look like a rodent, all of a sudden we're in demand?
Yeah, and then if you really find one, you can put a popular thing is doing a side-by-side of a popular animated rat, like Ratatouille or Stuart Little.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of compare and see which rat they look like. But they're hot still.
But also rat-like.
But also rat-like. I mean, if you look at Jeremy Allen White, he's the perfect example. He kind of looks like a mouse.
I think
/rat.
Maddie Healy of the 1975 is a better example because he does have something.
He's got those little,
those beady little kind of rodent. He's got a rodent.
but he's also attractive.
Yeah, well, successful and rich and all that other stuff, so that helps.
Yeah.
There's plenty of rat-looking guys out there that don't have great jobs.
But they also look a little scavengery, just a little scrappy.
Oh, I love this. It's coming around. Eventually, it's going to get to me. I can't wait. Ladies, get ready.
I think you're more of a raccoon.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a mix between like a raccoon and a monkey. But like when it's hot monkey summer, get ready.
When it's hot,
I am in a-
raccoon monkey
Oh,
summer.
please. That's going to be my time to shine.
All right, as a fancy boy, Klein, you will be excited about this. Luxury condoms are finally here, and maybe this is trying to compete with that new male birth control that's out soon. But if you're willing to spend $100 on a pack of 10 condoms, you can have guaranteed great sex, and that is according to the company that makes the condoms, Skin with a Y.
I will guarantee that I will not have
So
great sex.
stupid.
I'm telling you right now, that's $10 a condom.
Yeah, it's $10 a condom, and the Supreme Feel condoms are marketed as the world's thinnest synthetic rubber, providing the feeling of skin-on-skin contact while offering the strength and reliability of a premium latex condom.
So here's the question: if you have bad sex, what do you have to write? Is there a phone number you call and you say that was not great sex, and they give you your money
and
back?
they go, that's on you.
No,
yeah,
because
I
it
mean,
says guaranteed. If they're saying it's guaranteed great sex, I have a million other problems with me having sex.
but how do you prove that you've had bad sex?
How do you
You'd
prove
have to
any
get testimonials.
How do you prove any of those guarantees where they're like guaranteed it's the best
I
pizza
think
you've
that's
ever
why
had or
they
it's
know
free?
you can't prove it anyway. And if you buy them, they said these things are selling out. It's not like it's hard for them to sell them. People are buying them. Because guaranteed great sex is a great sell. And if you're rich and you want to spend $10 on a condom and you know that you're going to feel skin on skin, it's going to be the same feeling that you're going to have without a condom, why wouldn't you spend money on that?
But first, A, it won't be the same feel. And B, I will still make sure whoever I'm with is not having great sex.
Well, just wait for it to pop up on your Instagram feed.
That's my guarantee. Okay?
Once they have barbecue flavored ones, Klein.
Oh, God, that's a great idea, Allie. That's a great idea. Hey, thanks for checking out some of our radio show on KROQ. Just between you and me, we're about to fire Allie, so hopefully you didn't get used to her too much. But thanks for checking it out, and we appreciate you checking out the live radio show. And
Hey, what are you guys doing?
nothing.
But you're filming something. Aren't they supposed to be involved in this?
We're not filming anything.
There's a camera right there.
Just part of the... Bye.